Listening skill. A king often went on hunting trips into the forest with his ministers and servants. On one such trip, he came across a sage who kept repeating, "My advice will be sold for 100 coins of gold." The king was sport. He thought, "What is 100 coins of gold for me? If this sage's advice is good, I will be a better man." So he went up to the sage. Giving him the gold, the king asked him for his advice. The king calmly took the coins and said, "O king, always remember this. Never do anything before thinking what its effect will be." By this he simply meant, "Look before you leap." Now the king's minister laughed and thought, "Ha! Such an ordinary thing, and it costs 100 gold coins? What a fool the king is!" The king guessed what his ministers were thinking. All the same, he told him calmly, "See that the sage's words are engraved in stone and placed in my private chambers so that I can see them every morning and night." The minister thought this was quite strange, but he did as he was told. A few months later, one of the king's enemies met the royal physician and bribed him with 5,000 gold coins to poison the king. The royal physician was afraid to do something so wrong, but the idea of earning so much so easily was very tempting. He agreed to do it. A few days later, the king fell ill. This was a golden opportunity for the physician. He mixed the poison as if it was a dose of medicine and moved towards the king's bed. Suddenly, his eyes fell on the sage's golden word engraved in stone. Never do anything before thinking what its effect will be. The physician began thinking, "If the king dies on being poisoned, the guards will kill me. Of what use will be the gold coins be then?" He threw away the poison and mixed the right medicine instead. The clever king saw him doing this and demanded to know why. Under threat, the physician confessed the truth. The king called for the minister and said, "The other day, when you heard the sage's advice, you laughed. But see how useful it has turned out to be. Had the physician not seen the words, he would have poisoned me. I would have died, and so would he. There would have been riots in the kingdom, would have been in the grave danger." The minister had to admit the truth of the golden advice. Now you have to question the answers.